Hey, this is Mike from Muscle for Life, and in this short video, I want to answer a question that somebody submitted over in my AMA on my website, which I'll link down below if you want to submit questions as well. And the question is, how long does it take to start losing muscle? Obviously, assuming the person means is how long does it take when you're not working out to start losing muscle? And technically speaking, this is known as detraining. This effect is known as detraining. So you're working out, you stop working out, you stop lifting weights, stop doing some sort of resistance training for your muscles. You are going to lose muscle and lose strength gradually. But the good news is it takes a bit longer than what most people think, and the effects aren't as pronounced as what most people think. So when we look at research on detraining, which if you just go into PubMed and search for detraining, you can find I've read probably 4 or 5 different research papers on this, and it looks to be about 3 to 4 weeks of not doing any sort of resistance training is where you can actually start seeing some actual muscle loss. But one thing to keep in mind with that is, one, you can prevent that with even just one workout a week. I'll link an article down below that I wrote on how to maintain muscle by basically what's the least amount of exercise you can do to maintain your muscle. And 2 workouts a week, like an upper lower, is definitely enough. 1 workout a week is enough too, though. It would be a full body workout. It's going to be a hard workout. I give some example. I think in that article I give example routine. This is how I would do it. So you're going to be doing some heavy stuff. You're going to be doing some heavy pulling, heavy squatting, heavy pushing. It's going to be all in one workout. It's hard. Takes a little bit of time, maybe an hour and a half or so. It's just 1 workout a week, and you can maintain muscle on that. So that's great for if you're traveling, or if things are just very busy and you don't have time to get into the gym as much as you'd like to, you can just do 1 big workout a week. Or I would prefer myself, I was in Europe for a few weeks over the holidays, and I was doing 2 or 3 heavier weightlifting workouts a week. And I was doing some cardio and some other stuff, but I was just doing, either it was going to be an upper lower or just like a push-pull legs type of setup, just because I really didn't want to be completely out of the gym for 3 weeks, but I also didn't want to be on my normal schedule because we're over there and eating food and going places and doing things and whatever. So go check out that article if you want to see some simple workouts that you can do to maintain muscle. But if you are going to be completely out of the gym, then just know that it's going to take a few weeks before you're going to actually, of course, your strength can decline. If you go out of the gym for 2 weeks, you can notice a slight decrease in strength. But some people, not very much, maybe just a rep or so, across the board, or at least on their big lifts. I've found in working with a lot of people, there seems to be some individual variation there. Some people can go out of the gym. I've seen people that have been out of the gym for 3 weeks, come back and be, really maybe within a rep of where they normally are. And then the following week, fully back to where they were before they left. And then, I know my body, if I take a week off the gym, so if let's say I deadlift once a week. So let's say I do my deadlifting on 1 week, I don't do it the next week, and I come back the week after. So I haven't deadlifted, when I finally do, I deadlifted 2 weeks prior. That it does affect me. I probably will need to take anywhere from 5 to 10 pounds off the bar to hit my reps. And then the following week, I'm back to normal. So that's something you just kind of have to see how your body responds. Now, quick little tip, if you know that you're not going to be in the gym for 3, 4, whatever weeks, for whatever reason, if you want to preserve as much muscle as you can in that time, keep your protein intake high. Somewhere around 0.8 grams per pound is going to be enough, a pound of body weight. Of course, I would recommend in that period that you eat around TDE. So you're eating, there's no reason to be in a caloric surplus if you're not working out. You're just going to get fatter. And being in a deficit is not ideal if you're not doing something to keep training your muscles, which is one of the big things that helps preserve muscle while you're in a deficit. So ideally, you would just eat around, you just kind of be in a maintenance mode. Don't do a bunch of cardio. So high protein dieting, eat around maintenance, don't do a bunch of cardio, and you will lose, as little muscle as possible over, let's say you're not really going to see anything in terms of muscle loss until maybe the 3 or 4 week mark. And even then it's gradual. It's small and it's gradual. So you could be out of the gym for 2 months. And if you just followed those tips, you might lose a little bit of muscle. But then I have more good news is whatever you do lose, you're going to gain back very quickly. Muscle memory is real. I'll link an article down below, or if you're listening to this, well, I guess this is only going to be on YouTube. I'm just so used to saying that because of podcasts. So yeah, I'll link an article down below that I wrote on muscle memory, kind of explain the physiology. It's real. And basically muscle that you've gained previously, you can lose it in a sense. Like what you think is muscle loss is not complete muscle loss. You think of it more as muscle shrinkage, and getting it back to its previous size and strength is much faster, and it happens much faster than when you first had to build it up to that size and strength. So the good news is if you do have to take time off the gym, you can, take some simple actions to minimize muscle loss. And then when you do get back in the gym, you are going to gain back whatever you lost very, very quickly. So that's just encouraging. It's just nice to know. And it's nice when you do get back in the gym to see it happen. And, if you could be off for 6 months, and I would bet that within a couple months of getting back at it, no more than 3 months, probably less, you are really going to look and feel just how you did, prior. Now, that's not taking into account body fat and diet and so forth, but I'm just talking purely, from a muscular standpoint here. So that's everything. That's the answer. Hopefully you find that helpful. And again, if you want to submit questions, go to the AMA article, which I will link down below, because then I can run it through my email and I can manage it. So you either get a response in writing, or I may pick it and do a video on it. All right. I will see you Friday for the next podcast. See you then.